Winning's hard, and winning's hard. Team environments are hard. It's not as simple as just listening to everybody else speak about what's going on with the team. And it's hard being a professional athlete, being in a team environment, and wanting to accomplish something very great. Everyone always gonna say, "Oh, they need to do this, they need to do that." Nobody knows. Nobody's been in my position. Nobody here. So I don't expect anybody here to understand that. Everybody could just speak on it, and just give their opinion about what would be best for it. But for me, my focus is figuring out, the guys I have in this locker room, how to get the best out of them and them to get the best out of me. So it's been hard, but it's a challenge worth fighting for because the end result is standing on that stage.
Those are some pretty introspective thoughts for this stage of the season for a team that looked like it had righted the ship, and now it does not look that way. What do you make of that? Forget about the game. What do you make of what he's saying right there?
Well, first off, Kyrie Irving is a talented performer, and I'll take him on my team in any way, shape, or form because he's that gifted. He's a champion, and he's accomplished so very much. But he's not making the proper steps as a leader of the Boston Celtics in front of the camera as it relates to when their team's struggling. When you get beat by Kemba Walker's great performance, it's one thing to acknowledge how he played. You don't have to say we should trap him like the rest of the league does. Oh, and by the way, he's a guard. You can actually check him too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's throwing his coach under the bus is what you're saying.
Right, but that's the guy that plays the same position that you play. So you have a chance to slow him down yourself as well. So these are the level of comments that I just understand that Kyrie is going to be his final season in Boston. I really believe that.
I would agree with you. I saw the writing on the wall, and we talked about this earlier where I said I think regardless of what happens this year, I think Kyrie Irving is leaving Boston. The work speaks for itself. The proof is in the pudding right there. Doris Burke said something during their game the other night that was so profound, and it was so on point. She was saying, this team is a reflection of Kyrie Irving's mood. Yeah. When Kyrie Irving's in a bad mood, it translates on the court. When he's in a good mood and he's jovial and he's fun, that translates on the court. They pass the ball, they're sharing. And what you see right now is a mercurial Kyrie Irving who seems like nobody else can get it. You guys don't care. I care. I don't want to talk about it anymore. And that's not the kind of mindset that you need as a leader when you're trying to show with your leadership, especially in your actions, Sean.
Look, you guys, we've talked about this for the last couple months. Can they win a championship? Well, I don't think they can win one with Kyrie. Not this version of Kyrie, at least. All right, and I think this team is better without Kyrie. And the numbers kind of prove it. The involvement of the young stars, they pass the ball 11% more when he's off the floor than when he's on the floor. They go into ISO plays 13% more when he's on the floor than when he's off the floor. And oh, by the way, their defense is a lot better when he's off the floor than when he's on the floor. So maybe this makeup doesn't help them win a championship, but the Boston Celtics are a better team when Kyrie Irving's not on the floor this year. And that is a reflection of leadership. And it goes to your point as far as how his attitude trickles down and how it tends to make, from an outside perspective watching, this team starts to go like this when Kyrie's in a bad mood. And he's been in a bad mood a lot.
And it does beg the question, if they are better off without him, what does that mean for their future? He goes. He's a free agent if he wants to be, and he'll go sort of wherever he wants to go. Where it leaves them is a very interesting question.
How about this? You're such a great GM as Danny Ainge that you can't acquire Anthony Davis right now because you have Kyrie Irving.
Right.
Just think about that. So I don't anticipate that he's going to walk without a sign and trade at least.